green screen but don't have the space or can't afford one, then you need Personify Chromacam. This program will allow you to use your laptop webcam or any other webcam that you may have with a green screen effect. It's available for free to use forever with watermark, or you can buy the Chromacam Pro for a one-time fee of $30. Check it out in the description below. Hey guys, welcome to RandomFandom. In today's video, I'll be telling you about why Bullet Force is the worst mobile game to ever exist. So let's get started. First off, we will show off the bad hit detection without the server lag, of course. So we're going to get down like right into the raw hit detection. So that would be going to offline mode, practice mode. We'll just go with outposts for now. And basically we're going to try to get headshots. We will take the time to point the gun at the enemy's head and see if we can get a headshot. So off of that one, we get one headshot. Aim at this guy's head, and as you can see, that didn't count as a headshot. That counted as a headshot. We were really close to that guy. Now, by saying that I'm taking my time, not like trying to... There we go. We shot at that guy's head. It didn't count as a headshot. Now let's try this guy over here. We're taking the time to aim at his head. Try to get this thing, spot on. So that's a headshot right there if we aim. And as you can see, that didn't count as a headshot. That one don't count. Scope in, we'll take our time to get headshots, so don't worry about the deaths. We're not trying to win this match, we're just trying to show off the bad hit detection. So I started aiming above his head and then bring it down on top of his head. That didn't count as a headshot. That didn't count as a headshot. Let's reload. Now let's try to aim for the head again. We get two opportunities this time. Not a headshot. Not a headshot either. And we even burst fire that to try to give the gun time to go back down. That wasn't a headshot. And we're aiming at the head and not getting headshots. There, now we finally get a headshot. So as you can see, this game has shit hit detection. Aim at the guy's head and no headshots. Of course, this is one of those guns with the high range and all. And yeah. And the high range means that we don't get as much bullet drop. It's also higher accuracy. We tried to shoot through the guy's heads, and both of those were not headshots. What about this guy over here? Aiming at the head again. Not a single headshot. Now that one did count as a headshot. That one counted as a headshot. There, we got a headshot there. And that one there, as you can see, the laser shined on his face and it didn't get a headshot. And then after that, well, yeah. Hit his shoulder, went up towards the head, and no headshot. So as you can see, the hit detection on a headshot is pretty bad. Unless perhaps you're like really close to the guy, you're not likely to get a headshot. Bullets will like evade the guy's head. And then of course there's another thing. Have you noticed how the guys with the black helmets are typically the ones to get the headshot counted? Yeah. So like, that's one issue there. Looks like my phone is getting close to that dying part, so yeah. We've got a smaller crosshair, which means we got lower spread, and look at how many headshots that counted as. 0 headshots. So that's that. Now let's take a look at the weapons. Which brings us on to our next issue. Weapons are basically stupid setup, so let's take a look at the beginner sniper and let's compare it to the other snipers, and let's compare it to a shotgun. So the M40, the beginner sniper, the sniper that a new player can be able to afford after hours of grinding. As you can see, it has shit range. Let's compare it to a submachine gun. This submachine gun has more range. Also has a lot better hip fire and all that, so like you might as well just use this to snipe with, even though the damage is lower. You get like 40 bullets per clip or so. If you have extended perk, then even more. And yeah, perks is another thing. There's our AUG that we was using earlier. As you can see, it's a higher range weapon, higher accuracy type of deal. And so it should be able to hit heads more consistently, but it doesn't count. So as you can see, the M40 versus the submachine gun, the submachine gun had more range. Now let's go look at the shotgun. There we go, there's a shotgun. Well, what we see here is the shotgun has the same amount of range. Now while it's true the shotgun has a lot less damage and accuracy and all, this still doesn't really balance itself out. Because actually, at close range, the shotgun can take a few shots to kill. Sometimes you might be able to get away with one shot, but often it's going to be maybe like 2 or 3 shots to kill. It's more if you're using the Sega, which is basically the same caliber of shotgun, but since it's semi-auto, we're going to make it weaker, so like, whatever. What they could have done is like, they could have made it so that the Sega had higher spread and the 870 had lower spread, and they're both the same damage and both the same range and all. But the 870 can have lower spread, but no, they don't do that. The Scar H, which is a 7.62mm NATO battle rifle, it's slash DMR, battle rifle slash DMR, it's supposed to be a heavier damaging weapon that you can use to semi-snipe with. Compare it to the MP5, and the MP5 is basically a better version of the Scar H. Of course, MP5 is 9mm, and Scar H is 7.62mm. The 9mm is basically a pistol round, and the 7.62mm is a rifle round. Also, the Scar H, comparing it to the same caliber weapon as the M40, as you can see, there's its stats. It's a little better there, but alright. Let's take a look at the L85. Basically the king of all assault rifles in this game. There you go. Very high stats, high stability, high range, high accuracy, pretty high hip fire, and the damage is... it's about like the M4. It's the same as the M4, basically. Maybe a little bit more. But yeah, it's more accurate and sure than M4. Which is, the M4 is your starting weapon, and it's the only weapon that you get for free other than your secondary pistol. So if that's going to be the case, then it might as well be versatile. Well, guess what? It's not. It's got lower range and lower accuracy. Of course, you got decent hip fires, decent stability. But there you go, that's the M41. Of course, they buffed this one, so it's not as bad as it used to be. Now the L85 is supposedly going to get nerfed. So, now the L85 was designed to be a sniper. At least that's an anti-sniper for the non-sniper player. So the people who aren't typically snipers and want to use an assault rifle and still have a chance against a sniper, that's their chance. But it's going to get nerfed. In that case, it costs 300,000 credits or more actually. Which means that for a level 1 player to have it, which would be the more fitting demographic for that type of weapon, because by the time you have 300,000 credits or so, you can buy a good sniper rifle and snipe with it, and you would probably have decent enough skill to use it. So that would be one like the M200. This M200 costs like 200,000. So there you go, that's the M200. This compared against the M40. There you go, the M40 is shit. M200 costs twice as much, but the M40 is shit. Of course, with M40 you get higher fire rate, but that doesn't really matter, but you're going to basically, on most long-range sniping, most legit sniping should I say, because short range is not really sniping if you're aiming through the scope. The quick scoping shit is not really realistic. Yet this game, they market themselves as trying to be realistic. I mean, if you look at the Play Store listing, you'll see where it says realistic, but really, as you can see from what I'm telling you and showing you these weapons, they are not realistic. I mean, there's basically only 4 weapons that cost less than 100,000 credits. So that would be the easier to grind 4 weapons. You get 100 credits per kill, and you can get more if you get a headshot or you get revenge on someone or whatever. Or yeah, that's basically what you can get. So the 4 weapons would be the, well actually that's just primaries. We're not talking about secondaries right now. So your M4, which is free, the FAMAS, the AK-12, and the SCAR. The M40 costs 105,000, so it's above 100,000. So for now, we'll just count that. So let's say we got 5 cheap weapons. So let's compare the AK-12 against some of the other weapons that cost more, and you'll see that the AK-12 is actually a decent weapon. It's one that a new player can afford. It's 35,000, and it can give them a competing chance. So like, compare it against the AK-47, there you go, that's that. Against the UMP, here's the UMP. This is another submachine gun, and as you can see, it has more range than the M40. Quite pathetic. But yeah, basically there's the R85. You can see it's got good hipfire. Let's go back to the AK-12. The bad hipfire is what balances out the AK-12. Sorta. I mean, bad accuracy. Poor accuracy. As you can see, the hipfire says that it's pretty high, but when you actually go to use it, it's not that high. FAMAS has better hipfire, but take a look at the accuracy and damage. They go way on down. AK-12 has like twice as much. Stability and range goes down when you use FAMAS 2, and this has 1000 RPM. Now, if you're on perhaps maybe a slower network, or you're just on a bad Blaze Games server, which typically the servers in this game are pretty bad. The hit detection is bad already. The servers only add to that. We have people complaining about how they have good ping. I mean, I have good ping often when I play this game. Or it's not like super good ping, but it's not like super bad. It's fairly average ping, or maybe a little better. I mean, I can sometimes get like 80 ping in this game for like a good while or so. So my ping is not like it's absolutely bad. It's like average. Actually, maybe a little above average, because I see a lot more 125 ping on average, and I can sometimes get 80 or 90 ping. So yeah, and people complain about their ping shooting up to like 300 or so. It's fairly common in this game. So there's our M4A1 that you get for free. Alright, so yeah. There's the Badger Q, which is basically overpowered. As you can see, it's got 800 RPM, it's got good accuracy. Hipfire is kind of meh. Stability is a little up there. Range is kind of meh. Damage is it's a little better, but here's the thing about this gun. As you can see, when you click on the silencer, which this gun actually just has an integrated silencer, it's got decent range. This would put a silencer, say, on our M4A1. This switch this barrel out for silencer. As you can see, it just suddenly drops lower. It's now M40 range. No puns intended there. M4A1 gets the M40 range, which is the M40 range is shit. True. Here's a Uzi type weapon. I mean, look at this gun. It's very much like an Uzi, and compare it to the M40 has only slightly better range. Of course, the M200 got buffed. Oh wait, and the M40 used to be the quick sniper's choice. I mean, the quick scoper and all that, but anymore, the advantages get pinned onto the op. Because here's the thing: while the M40 has the highest fire rate of any sniper in this game, that's the only thing it has. I mean, as for reloading, it's slower than op. Op has like near instant reload. It's like drop the clip, put the clip in, done. With the M40's like slow mo, put the clip in and all that. It's pretty dumb. Not only that, the op has a lot better range. I mean, look at the range, look at the specs of that. I mean, it's a lot better range and all that. So that means you'll get more consistent kills. With the M40, you're taking 2 or 3 shots to kill. Perhaps at long range, but with the op, you're taking 1 shot to kill. More often than not. So as you can see, weapons are pretty fucked up and all that. And that's not even considering secondaries, which we'll take a real quick look at. So like, alright, so there's the Deagle, pocket sniper rifle, as you can see, with decent fire rate. There's the freebie version of it. Same exact stats, but look who's faster at shooting. So guess who's going to win the face-to-face duel? It's going to be Desert Eagle win that one. There's our Glock 18. Basically the highest capacity pistol in this game, other than Tech 9. But here's the thing. Even though it's 900 RPM, look at the shit damage, shit accuracy, shit stability. This gun, basically you waste an entire clip to try to kill someone. I mean, you'll have a few shots hit, and out of 18 rounds or so, maybe you'll have 8 of those rounds hit, and then that will be what kills your enemy. So you're going to waste a lot of ammo with the inaccuracy of that gun. Comparing it to the Tech 9, which holds 30 rounds, boom. This has more than 3 times the damage, more than 3 times the accuracy. And the rate of fire, it's not like it's 1/3. Nope. It's not. I mean, this gun, it still shoots faster. I mean, it's faster than the Deagle. I mean, let's see. It's faster than the Compact 45 even. Stats are very similar. So on Tech 9, actually, they are better on Tech 9, actually, by quite a bit. So, like, the Compact 45 holds like 12 rounds instead of 30, so it's like less than half the rounds, and it's not even as good as that. So like, guess who's gonna win the sniper duel with pistols? I mean, if you're not using Desert Eagle or lucky enough to get a kill with the 44 Magnum, your Tech 9 with 30 rounds. Like if you miss some rounds, like shoot, just keep on shooting and shoot some more. You eventually hit one. This like you have 30 rounds you can waste on your enemies without reloading. And you got higher accuracy and damage and range than your other guns. Yeah, pretty shit right there. There's your shorty shotgun. The hand, the hand is pretty decent. I have it. It's basically same stats as Deagle, except from you get shit iron sights. Now, if they could make that free, that would be actually nice. It's a fairly unique weapon, and if they've done that, then I could see it being a little more fair against players. But the thing is, when you attach, the extended perk, then it becomes more rounds than a Desert Eagle. So like, you're getting a trade-off. So it's a little more fair if they would make that free for everyone. But they don't do that. In this game, it's all about making pay to win. So let's go ahead and put our rifle here that we want to use, which will be the crap M40, just to demonstrate how much good range it has. And then we'll compare it to M200. Since you already know that the Bear is like going to be the most powerful weapon, we'll compare it to the M200 even. But first, before we can switch loadouts, since I've used a different loadout, I'll just create a match and I'll pick out the first loadout if that's what we want to use. And then I'll just quit. Okay, deploy, quit match. Now we can go to practice mode, so we can have the best representation of the hit detection without the factors of the server trying to take hit detection and all. So we can get the pure feeling of the gun. And while we're at it, we'll probably also point out the flaws that are in the new map. So alright, as you can see, there's a guy up there. We're going to aim for him. Let's just say we'll aim at the body, like a true sniper in real life. That's where they typically aim. That was a clump of people right there, so like, if it had a chance to kill anyone, it had several chances all at once. As you can see with the clump, it looks better. But as you can see, it's more than one shot to kill per enemy. We already shot them once when the bullet penetrated through them earlier. So there we go. Now we have just one guy up here. One shot. Two shot. And then he's down. Sometimes you get 3 shots. Now let's aim at the head. Of course, let's not forget that we have bullet drop, so let's aim a little higher. Remember, the hit detection from earlier wasn't good, so like, yeah, good luck getting a headshot with this gun, especially with the shit range. I mean, you can even see the bullet dropping as we shoot. Yeah. There we go. So it can kill with one headshot at long range. But you gotta take your time to time it and all that. And to aim. And if you're a new player, you're not going to be as fast as that. Doing that and all. not only that, since that's already slower anyways, you're likely to get killed. I mean, you shoot the one round to try to kill him, then guess who knows about it? Your enemy knows about it. They got the red flash on their screen. Now they're moving. They're gonna go hide and recover their health. Compared to the $200,000 weapon. I mean, this is what pros would typically use, or your higher level players. I mean, the players that are like me. Basically, I'm one of the higher level players. I'm like level 73 or so. Now, I don't play this game much anymore, so like I'm gonna be more rusty than usual. But this is just, showing you guys how bad this game has become. Like, even this gun is not killing with one hit, which is kind of weird. But as you can see, it's easier to get a headshot or double kills. That's because this gun is quite a bit better. It takes them out faster. There's our headshot. One headshot and it kills. Now if we go a little closer, then we'll probably find that it might be able to kill with one body shot. No. Okay, closer yet. There you go. So there's the one body shot range. We'll switch back to the M40. Let's see how close we have to get with it before it becomes one body shot. M40 Aftermath, and as you can see, the loading spinners, it takes a long time to load, which is an optimization problem or a bug or something that this game has added on since the new devs took over. And they just have to trash this game for their wallets in order to get more profit. They focus on bad things. So, alright, we'll go to right here. As you can see, the same range as M200. There's the 3-shot, kill sort of thing. With this gun, you'll certainly go through more ammo to try to get the same amount of kills. Three shots to kill. So we got closer and we got 3 shots to kill. Huh, weird. 1 shot to kill. 2 shots to kill. The same range. Let's move up even closer. 1 shot to kill. 2 shot to kill. Let's move up to these sandbags. Get even closer. As you can see, the 1-hit kill range is a lot worse. And since I'm so close, the guy didn't spawn there. So here we go. Now we're real close to someone. There. Now we can finally get a one-hit kill at. But we had to be rather close. This is a little bit farther than that shot. Okay, there we go. That's still one hit. But yeah, by the time we get close enough to kill, they're not spawning there. So now we need to go run all the way across the map. But before we do that, let's take a look at just a few examples of the bad map design and the glitching that can happen. Now that we're here, we cannot move. You can see, since I have the option enabled in developer options to show where my fingers are, you can see I'm hitting my jump button. We're not jumping at all, and we can't get out of here. So now we're stuck, and we need to go back to the main menu. And while we're at it, we'll change to our Barrett, just to show you what the gold advantage is. The pay to win advantage that you get with the Barrett is that you can kill with one hit. So just so you really know that's gold, there you go. It comes with a gold skin even. So you saw that one glitch. Now let's show you another glitch. But actually, let's see if there's anybody over here on this other side to kill first, before we try to screw with spawn systems and all. Boom, one shot, and we get a kill. Now, of course, there's high recoil, but in the end, this gun, it has higher fire rate than the M200, but you don't really get to use it. You have to give recovery time from the... So that makes this gun easier to not do well with it, but also easier to get kills with it at the same time, since this gun is very high damage. You can leave your finger on the button and try to kill someone, but you're not going to do that, even though it's it has high recoil, so good luck trying to spam it. So at least that part is balanced. But as you can see, oh yeah, let's not forget, the bots suddenly get better when you pull out the Barrett. They're suddenly more aimy and will kill you instantly. Like, there you go. And that guy already started shooting, and he's way over there. Which means that the practice difficulty suddenly gets harder when you pick different weapons and all. So I'll have to start this match over in order to show the other glitch, because I can't just walk to the spot because I'm getting killed, because they're a bit auto-aimy. I mean, they know where you're at, so they just instantly have to aim on you and basically almost instantly kill you, unless they're using a crappier weapon like the shotgun. And as you can see, that's another thing that they could improve here, is running speed. Just because you're holding a pistol doesn't mean you get to run faster. I mean, it should be harder for you to run as fast with the big ass sniper rifle, but whatever. So here we have it. We have our second problem. Invisible walls. Now, this is the most obvious place where I can demonstrate it. As you can see from earlier, the 2 dots that appear from the bullets. Head glitching can also be done in this game. Fairly easy. I'll show you an online match later, but yeah. As you can see, there's spots where people can go, like here. This is one of those spots where people head glitch the heck out of it. Which leads us to yet another thing, is the bad map design. You see that box is facing this direction, and people can go in there, and that's basically the best head glitching map. Now when I go into the multiplayer match, you'll be able to see how the match plays out, where that box becomes like the biggest advantage ever. And as we walk down this way, where's our box that faces that direction and gives us that same advantage? Well, that one doesn't. That one doesn't. Basically, that's exclusive for the other team. So there you go. That is that. The pay-to-win weapons there. It's just a few examples of pay-to-win weapons. There's many others that you can find. And the snipers. And the pistol, comparing the Desert Eagle to the best credit pistol that you can have. I mean, this is basically the same specs in damage, accuracy, hipfire, stability, and range, but the Desert Eagle gets the king of fire rate. So if you're at close range where it doesn't matter if you shoot fast or not, because you're that close, I mean, you're likely going to hit anyways, then guess who wins the duel? It's going to be Desert Eagle every single freaking time, unless the people using the Desert Eagle is really bad and the person using, maybe a 44 Magnum is really good. Which basically, that's like not going to happen so much. It's typically going to be Desert Eagle winning. And say you don't need the high fire rate. Well, you can tap fire. So you can fire as slow as you want. You can fire one bullet now and then 15 minutes from now fire another, but you cannot fire faster. So the fastest fire rate on every gun is the fastest that you get. Unless, if you're putting trigger finger on the weapon, then the display fire rate is what you get. And that's the max fire rate possible. So now we'll change our weapon back to what I typically have here. So that would be the MK11. So as you can see, there's the loading spinner. Now if I take this game offline, you cannot change the loadout. You're stuck with the M4A1 and all that crap. So yeah, that's another complaint. And the menu, it's been this way for years. You look at other games, they have new menus. This game, no. I mean, there was one menu before this that I remember. It was green, and it was actually pretty nice. It was actually better than this one, I would say, because this one leads to slower performance on devices. Since it's an animated menu, at least sometimes, as you see right now, it's not animated, but these, like this spot that I'm circling, these things, these sparks, they move around. But yeah, there you go. There's us trying to connect to online multiplayer. As you can see, it takes a long time. So before we ever join multiplayer, we're actually going to take this game offline. We're going to close it and we're going to try to go to single player, which leads us to our next issue. The endless loading spinner. Cue waiting music here. And we're still loading. Still freaking loading. We got to load, and load. We're still waiting on it. Yeah. As you can see, yeah, this is taking a long time to load. Now it finally flipped over. Still loading. I mean, I had plenty of time to open up a program on my laptop and just start playing waiting music. We're 41 seconds into that song, by the way. And we're still loading the menu. And as you can see, you know, when I touch the screen, that's like another minute that went by that I have, you know, I have to touch my screen in order for it to not turn off. It's the sleep timer on my phone. And yeah, we're at a minute and 17 seconds into this song. I'm willing to bet that maybe by the time that this song finishes, we might still be loading this game. That is the offline mode. The offline mode is basically how long can you wait. That's the game part of the offline mode that you get. So like one of the features that this game brags about, it's pretty shitty. You get the endless loading spinner. Yep. Every time you see the dot appear on my screen where I touch, that's basically another minute that goes by. Yeah, I don't want my phone to turn off and stop this recording. Yeah. 2 minutes and 11 seconds into this song, and we're still loading. I'm going to touch my screen more often this. Yeah. I don't want it to turn off, do I? Don't want my phone turning off while I'm waiting on this game to load. Otherwise, I might get to wait some more. And there we go. The song is over, and guess what? It's still loading. Close the game and turn on the Wi-Fi. And then go back to the game. And then wait for it to load. There we go. Now it's loaded, and that was like 10 seconds right there. That's a lot better if you're online. So you gotta be, you know, online to play the offline. What a offline mode. Pretty stupid, Blaze Games. Fix it now. I mean, don't keep being shit and focusing on pay-to-win weapons and other bullshit that you can add. Instead, focus on fixing bugs and balancing weapons out so that they're realistic, but not crap, you know? Alright, so let's go to an online match. Let's just try that out. So, team deathmatch. And looky here. We're already starting with the aftermath. The aftermath effect is basically where you join a match and it's aftermath, and now you're stuck in aftermath unless you join a different match. And basically, as you can see, this is where things go. People just go right over here, camp, people go over here, and then camp, and they head glitch, and they snipe, and that's the main focus of this map. And you remember those glitches from earlier that I showed you. I mean, there's got one guy out over there. There's basically only a few people that actually explore this map and use it. I mean, this is taunted to be their biggest map in the game, but in actuality, not even a third of it gets used. I mean, it's basically just a sniper duel. Oh yeah, here is our head glitching spot that we can abuse. Now, so you see, they're like right there. You see where all the blue dots are and all the red dots on the radar? I mean, that's where they're all facing in their location. Basically, the point of this game is to get in sniper duels. Or head glitch, like that guy over there that was trying to kill me. You can run behind objects and just head glitch the fuck out of them. But yeah, the main objective is to run up to your favorite head glitching spot and then snipe. That is this map right here. You want to flank? Well, I'll show you your flanking options. Your flanking options is run into the enemy spawn. So we have this tunnel right here, which would often be, guarded pretty damn well, because people know that it runs right into the spawn, so you're going to have a sniper sitting there. Oh yeah, let's not forget about the unbalanced matches. More players on one team than the other, even though they can be even. And then of course, let's not forget that, we have level 100s playing against level 7s. That's, I mean, if you ask me, the level 7s, they haven't had the time to grind up the 200,000 at least that it takes to get a good sniper rifle in order to compete in this map. So then they're trying to compete with shittier weapons that can't do the one-hit kill that the other guns can with a decent range. So they're stuck with things like M40s. Of course, we got this bug here where you can't join a game. Thank you for appearing in this video. Good job. We can now exit that and we can go try to join a match. Which, there you go. That's another thing. You used to get paid after every match, but now when you exit a match and then go back to play multiplayer, there you go. So we hit on team deathmatch again, and we got aftermath. So that's the aftermath effect, is whenever you hit team deathmatch or something like that, you can get put there and you can get stuck in that map unless you quit out. And basically, yep, you see that guy there, he's just camping there with a sniper rifle. You see that guy, he's just camping there with his sniper rifle. And now that's how it goes. And by the way, look at the lead that the other team has. I wonder why. Well, let's see. The levels on the other teams have, I mean, if you add them all up and get the average, the other team has the higher average. Shoot, now they have more players. Huh, I wonder why they're winning. Heh. It's because of unbalanced matchmaking. Now we can quit that match. Let's go try to join another match. Heh, trying to give me aftermath. So basically, the only option then, if you want to join a match, then you have to go and look for a match. You cannot just. This game is not anymore about, you know, being able to be playing quick. Nope. Now I need to go to the match browser and then go find a match that isn't aftermath or whatever in it and is your favorite mode. So let's go team deathmatch. All right, so there's urban, but this one is, it's got limits. So there you go. Typically, when you hit the the quick match buttons, it's going to put you in a map that doesn't have weapon limit. So you know what you can expect. You can use all your weapons that you want. With the match browser, you can get these. Others shoot. We have these generated matches, which would be the ones that you get put into in the game. But we hit that button and it didn't give us that map though. Instead, we keep getting aftermath. There's one bug that they need to work on, but they choose not to. Instead, they work on other things like pay-to-win weapons, like the Barrett that I showed you earlier. I mean, they tried to make it seem like it's a fair weapon, but in actuality, it's more pay-to-win than what you might think it is. They tried to brag and say this game is not pay-to-win, but you can watch ads, but guess what? Ads don't always work, and the surveys don't always work. Shoot, I've downloaded a game and played it until like level 30. They said you only have to complete the tutorial, and they would give you like 600 gold. I never got the gold or anything of that sort of thing. But guess what? The offer wall is often full of scams. And even then, if you watch ads, you don't get enough to buy a gold weapon in a day. You have to be there in the game for 20 days or 10 days if you're able to stay up like at night and in the morning and in the midday. You can watch ads, I think like 3 times a day. Yeah, there you go. There's the Badger Q. It's one of the newest overpowered weapons that they added. You get an integrated silencer and good range on it. Shoot, let's pick it up. Now I have it. Where did everyone go? Just had to look and get killed. Nice. We're going to do that. I'm just going to try to grenade the fuck out of you. Just so I can steal your weapon maybe long enough to demonstrate how overpowered it is. You know what? Screw this map. We're just going to quit this match and get out of here. There's not enough people around. Let's try the team deathmatch button again. Oh, finally, we get outpost. And looky there. I wonder what that was for. It probably... And there you go. You hit that button again, and you get this bug that puts you in aftermath. I mean, it's supposed to be a random match button that you can get quickly into, Instead, no, it's Aftermath. It should say Aftermath Team Deathmatch, not Team Deathmatch. It should say Aftermath Team Deathmatch with a random chance of getting another map. Alright, let's look at gold prices. So starting at $5, you can get 500 gold. $10, you can get 1,200. For 20, you can get 2,500, and for 50, you can get 6,500. So basically, if you want to be able to buy one of those gold exclusive weapons, you have to pay $10. So to put that in perspective, let's go through the number of gold exclusives there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I count that? I don't think so. So 9. So there's at least 8, at least 7 or so primaries. Like, yeah, so that's already $60 or so or more. And then we have the secondaries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the secondaries are gold exclusives. Which ones aren't? So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what, like 6 of them are not like gold exclusives? So like nearly half of the secondaries are all locked behind a paywall. And of course, people in the developers will say for every gold exclusive there's a weapon equal to it. It's all a lie. Like, there's no equal to the butterfly knife for that type of weapon. I mean, there's no equal to the Desert Eagle. I mean, you want to equal? The closest equal you get is 44 Magnum, and it's not equal. I mean, the fire rate is slower. I mean, this game is pay to win, and a bunch of people refuse to see it. I mean, the old players, and the big YouTubers that used to play this game, they left. This game has become pay to win. Reason I'm here is, reason I still play this game is I put money into this game and I put time into this game, so like, if I just quit now, it's just kind of a waste. Might as well, keep playing and hope that they fix this game. So there you go, that is that. And not only that, you get perks too. And level 56 is when the last one unlocks, but when you're a level 1 player, you don't get all those perks. Meanwhile, when you go into a match, you still have to play against the level 100s. Shoot, even level 70s like me, who have a lot better equipment than you do, as a level 1 player. Unless you choose to buy it. And that's basically what the entire system there is for you to end up paying for a weapon that you could get for free. That's actually a system that some of the big AAA companies that are in deep trouble right now, that's what they use. Like EA, Activision, they use the system where they put new players against pros or high level players who have stuff. That's one of their tactics. In addition to like the wide range of pings, and there's like no ping compensation, so like right now my ping isn't as high as it usually is. Shoot, let's go deagle for a while. We're not going to be a try hard or anything, we're just going to try to get kills. And like, shoot, that was easy to get 1 kill there. And we just basically like sniper pistoled him. But yeah, Outpost is one of those maps that people like to snipe in. But there you go, there's our matchmaking. There's level 6 on the other teams, and they're all negative. The single digit players, man, they got it pretty rough these days. I mean, back when I was a level 1 player, I could buy weapons cheaper than what they have now. I mean, I know that because I have a second account. It's for this game. It's called like Exposing Greed or something like that, and it's a low level account. Shoot, I mean, you could get the M40 for 105,000 back in early access. When I got it, I think it was like 30,000 or so, and it used to be better. I mean, it wasn't nerfed for the sake of the other snipers, but they are now. Of course, if a new player joins, when they first start grinding for weapons, they'll find that the AK-12 is basically that one weapon that they get good range on. All the others under 100,000 get a lot less range. So those weapons would be the M4A1, the FAMAS, and the SCAR H. All their ranges are really low, but the AK-12 keeps it up there. And shoot, the AK-12 also has the damage to, so not only does it have more range and more damage, it's also got pretty good accuracy and somewhat decent hip fire, and it's got good stability. So guess what? They go to that weapon and try to use that to snipe with. It's not a sniper rifle, so of course it's going to take more than one bullet to kill, but even then it's an unfair advantage that the higher players get, where they can kill with one shot, but they still complain when a new player can buy an AK-12 and have a more fair chance at reaching them with their AK-12, since it does have the ability to shoot that far and kill them. I mean, they'll complain about that instead of complain about the other things that are breaking this game. I mean, if you go to the Bullet Force Discord, where I got banned from several months ago, just like, complained about what the new devs are doing. They're ruining this game with bugs and stuff. Then yeah, you can see it's pretty fucked up. So like, there's a shotgun, and there's a sniper rifle. Let's find that M40. Pretty pathetic that this M40 has, what, it looked like it had less range than a Sega. Oh, okay, about the same range. Yeah, well, that's still pretty shit right there, but yeah. As you see, it's pretty fucked up. So the offline mode sucks, there's a bunch of bugs, and there's unfair matchmaking, and since we're later into this game, there's more high level players like me to play against. Like, you see how few the low level players are in those matches that I joined earlier? Yeah. I wonder why. It's probably because, well, guess what? Guess who quit those matches? The low levels that join will quit after they find out how pay to win this game is and how buggy it is and all that. The high level players that stick around are typically there for making themselves feel good, with the few lower levels that stick around. I mean, shoot, Isma's channel is all about trolling new players, basically, and then saying that the game is not pay to win because you can watch ads. But the thing is, you get, what, 5 gold per ad. You saw those weapons, they cost 1,000 gold at least. I mean, they're all at least 1,000 gold to get. But hey, you can buy credits with gold, right? Alright, so you have to grind 120 gold to get 20,000 credits. So you pay $5 and you can only buy this, what, like 4 times. So that's a total of 80,000 credits that you can buy with $5 worth of currency. So if you're a newer player and you want to have a more fair advantage and get the same weapons, have the access to the same weapons that the pros use, you pay $5, you cannot even buy the M40. I mean, that's some real pay-to-win shit right there. Now, the most expensive gun in this game is probably the ALLttA. I mean, let's go look at that thing. Even I don't have it. Yeah, it's so expensive as fuck. Look at that, it's 375,000 credits. In order to get that gun, you gotta spend like 20 bucks, maybe even more. I'm not doing the math on that. I mean, it's expensive. I mean, you're not going to get enough credits off of 1,200 gold to get that gun. You're going to have to spend like 20 bucks or so. Very, very, very expensive to play this game. To buy all the guns in this game, you could buy, well, let's see, you can buy a brand new phone. I mean, over $100 worth of gold exclusives in this game. For $100, you can buy a Motorola Moto E, second generation. Actually, maybe like two of them now since they're older, but you can buy two phones for that, and they're decent phones. You can buy a Samsung Galaxy S5 Sport. I mean, I bought my S5 Sport that you may have seen in my channel in an older video. That was a $60 phone. I mean, this used to be like a $500 phone or so. It's now like $60. And it's able to play PUBG at lowest settings and still get a decent frame rate. I mean, even though it's like 4 years old or so. I mean, you can have a lot more fun with a not pay to win game on a $60 phone. Shoot. I mean, that's pretty neat. What else can you get for $60? Well, you can buy a laptop for $60 off of eBay that can play games. You buy one of those old HP Elite books, those business laptops that have dedicated graphics. I mean, some of those, you can play some decent games with those. And they're fairly low cost. What else? Oh yeah, you can buy pre-built PCs. And you can throw in a graphics card. And probably for around 60 bucks, yeah, you can play games on it too. I mean, not just, shit mobile games like Bullet Force, but you can actually play, games like Warframe. You can play CSGO. I mean, CSGO is now free to play. And it's not pay to win. I mean, you can play those. So, like, you can buy perhaps a better phone than what you have with the money that you can spend on gold exclusives. This most people probably don't have a flagship phone, but maybe they spend money in this game to buy weapons so that they can have a pay-to-win advantage. Instead, they could buy a better phone and play one of those better games. Who knows? Like $60, you could buy a week's worth of groceries. You could buy, camping equipment for yourself or whatever. Who knows? There's a lot of things you can buy with $60. That would be a lot better spent than buying shit in Bullet Force to lose it to some bug or glitch that they have that people complain about in this game that they lose their weapons to. Fortunately, I haven't had that happen to me yet, but yeah. There's stats. So, like, I have 1 KD ratio. There's my kills. I have more kills than deaths, so I'm a fairly decent player. I've gotten, a bunch of knife kills. That's a pretty big chunk right there that are knife kills. In this game, I used to run around often with a butterfly knife, and kill people. And there's weapon stats now. That is a new thing that the devs added. Yeah, whatever. But there you go. That is Bullet Force. Oh yeah, let's not forget the other thing that you can buy. In addition to buying, pay to win gold exclusives, you can also buy credits. Not, yeah, you can buy credits, but you can also buy cases. Just buy one and then see what you get. I'm pretty sure you'll get something good. Not, you'll probably get a shit skin. And you're not likely to get one of the nicer skins that are animated and all. You can buy, one of these bundles here that comes with skins and gold exclusive weapons. And look at all these different bundles that you can get. Like, wow. Pretty shit what the new devs have done to this game. It used to be that it's pretty simple. You can buy guns with money, and they were balanced out fairly well. I mean, the M40 was good, the M200 was good, and yeah, they didn't do the thing like early access anymore either. Like, now that's something that they do. They'll release a weapon, it'll be early access, it'll be super overpowered, people will complain about it since it is super overpowered and all, and it's unfair and it's pay to win. And then guess what? They nerf it right when they make it free. That's shit too. So in the end, both players get burned. Players that are buying that gun, they want a good weapon, so they buy it because it's good. It gives them an advantage when pay to win advantage, which really shouldn't exist. And then yeah, they're happy with it, and then you nerf it, and then it turns into complete shit often. So then that player that spent that $10 or so, now they have a shit weapon on their hands. Instead of making it balanced, and making it fair, they rather burn people with microtransactions and just harm their experience. They rather let the high level players prey on those who are lower levels, who just started, with their perk advantage, their skill advantage, and their weaponry advantage. They rather do that than let them have a fair chance. They rather let the older players get bored because of the stale content in this game. Like, let's look at how many modes we got. We got Team Deathmatch, we got Free For All. Those are basically just run and gun and shoot and kill each other, or try to snipe or whatever. Then you have Conquest, which is basically capture the flag. Gun Game, which switches your gun modes. VIP, which nobody plays, and then the Hardcore, which basically nobody plays either. So there you go. You have basically 4 modes that people play. Now, with the exception of Gun Game, all the other modes are pay to win. Gun Game is one of those modes where it's not pay to win. Everybody's confined to using the same weapons, so it's not as pay to win. But you can still have a level 1 go against a level 100, which is still not all that fair, but they still at least have a better chance in Gun Game. And this also, Gun Game gives them a chance to master some of the weapons. Although they don't get to customize it, so then they don't know what, a SCAR with a muzzle brake might feel like compared to one with a silencer. It's whatever they get. It's typically, in Gun Game, it's typically regular SCAR or SCAR with silencer. Forget about muzzle brakes on weapons. Those typically don't get added in Gun Game. Which, well, yeah, let's take a look at the SCAR with a muzzle brake and without. Muzzle brakes cost 30,000 to grind, so in addition to buying a weapon, you grind up, hundreds of thousands of credits, you still have yet to buy the sight that you like to use. Now, for me, it's ACOG, so for me, it's more expensive. It's all like having a scope on all my weapons, or at least the ACOG, so that I can have, higher accuracy at longer ranges. And then I just quick scope with those weapons and try to snipe that way or whatever. So yeah, let's go look at the Scar H, which is actually a Scar L with Scar H magazine. Because if you look at the gun, it's actually a Scar L in the game. So, barrel attachments, we take that off. Look at the stability. That is real shit stability. And then you have good stability. Or actually, it's not good stability, it's decent stability. Hey, let's go into Outpost and actually show you the Easter egg of this weapon. If I can show it to you with the skin on. No, I don't think so. Let's move the buttons. Oh, come on. What, does my loadouts not want to load now? That's interesting too. Oh yeah, that's another thing not to forget. The HUD can reset on you too. So when you take the time to lay out your buttons just the way you want it, then it can reset in the middle of a match, and now you have to scramble as you get killed, laying out your buttons how you want them. So that's another thing that we have to put up too with in this game, is your HUD can reset. Like, when I use this one, my buttons are supposed to change. Okay, now they finally changed. Let's go stand in the sun. So as you can see, when I'm reloading my weapon, you can see the Scar L flash by. Let's try to time that. Well, that didn't get it. Reload. Alright. Let's go back to main menu. And let's load up this screenshot. Yep, gallery. Zoom in and yeah, look at that. It's a Scar L right there. Yet it has the 20 round magazine and the shit stability and all the shit damage. So it behaves like a Scar L, but with high recoil of the Scar H and the shit magazine capacity of the Scar H. So there you go, that's that. And of course you can compare it to the MP5 and just take a look at how much better the MP5 is at the Scar. Like, it's basically almost the same stats. I mean, it's pretty pathetic. Yet the MP5 is actually better because you get twice the ammo per magazine and a little higher fire rate. So like when you're at close range, yeah, the thing shreds. Because basically in this game, what a lot of the pros will do is basically just pick whatever gun has the highest fire rate. Now that tactic doesn't always work, since the hit detection is bad and all, and the server can lag because their servers aren't too great either. Maybe some of your bullets that you fired just dropped out since you're shooting 1,000 times per minute. That's a lot of packets to send out per each bullet or so for the server to try to catch. So then it just doesn't work too well. People's pings in games will shoot up to 300 from 50 or whatever, and players will complain about that. And yeah, that's bullet force for you. So that's why this game is pretty crap. And you can't rent guns either in this game. So like, good luck having that ability to do that. So now let's try to find another game. I hope I don't have to download MC5 stuff when I open it. So compared to MC5, Modern Combat 5, let's take a look at what this game has to offer. Alright, it looks like I have to download shit again. Updates. Yeah, I don't want to do updates, so screw that. Let's go open up World War Heroes, which you already probably may have seen that video. You open up World War Heroes, and you can remember they had level brackets, so high levels would not be playing against your new player. So at least it has that to keep the pay to win, to a lower extent. This game has way better graphics and way fewer bugs. Shoot, this game has guest accounts. Well, guest accounts are one of those things that get abused in Bullet Force. We're not even going to bother with watching the ads right now. Heck, I don't want to. We'll open up our freebies. That's another thing. Like, if you look in this game, we didn't even have to watch ads to get this gold. We just click on the button, and there it is. It just suddenly appears on the screen. Say you're on a network that blocks ads. So, like, maybe you're on, my Wi-Fi. Maybe I would block ads, using, a router or something. Then you can't watch ads. So then, well, there's that opportunity to earn money for Bullet Force thrown out the window. But in this game, you don't have to worry about that. You can still get gold and eventually get enough to buy a gun. Now in this game, we have weapons that cost gold, and they're cheaper. Now let's see how much you can buy 600 gold for. There you go. So $5.72. You can buy a gold weapon in this game. So weapons are cheaper. But oh yeah, let's not forget, when you go to reload the Mosin, I hope you enjoy putting in the bullets one by one, because that's how you do it in this game. Versus the 405 Winchester, I put in a clip. So like, even though the gold exclusive, sniper rifle in this game, this Mosin, has better damage and all, you're going to be sitting there reloading that thing while I'm shooting at you with my free sniper rifle. So it's more balanced out. And look at this. If we want, you can rent guns. You can rent guns in this game. That is awesome. Like, oh my gosh. Like, wow. I can rent this gun right here. Wow. Awesome. And look at that. I can't buy this gun. I mean, it's too high of a level. I mean, that's neat. You cannot buy a gun because it's too high of a level. That keeps it more fair. You cannot just buy a gun that shreds people at the start. So not only can you rent guns in this game for free and be able to use the pay to win weapons, you can also get gold for free by not even having to watch ads. You can get weapons from the battle pass system that this game has. So there you go, the free pass. Now it says season is over. Oh well, but yeah, I got this gun free that way. I mean, that's nice. Yeah, I got free stuff from this game. And a free legendary tier weapon. That's pretty good. And compare this, you can see that with this you get like nearly twice the ammo. And the damage is not like it's twice as much on the Panzer Floss. Nope, it's not. And shoot, this also has higher RPM. I mean, so you can see it. That this gun here has a pay-to-win advantage. But here's the thing: you don't have to pay for this gun. You can get it for free from the free battle pass system, and you can rent it. And like, being able to use the more overpowered weapons are all locked off at lower tiers until you get to higher tiers. And of course, don't forget that throwables are always effective, and guess what? They're also cheap. Like, they are so cheap that, guess what? Look at this. with the free gold, I mean, I've never really spent anything in this game. I got 143 of these that I can spam. I can throw 2 of these for a total of 600 damage and kill just about any player in this game, whether in a tank or not in a tank. I mean, it's pretty freaking awesome. Yeah, as long as I get close enough to throw the grenade, yeah, I can have them pretty easily. And this game is pretty awesome. Of course, you get free points too that you can use to upgrade weapons. So like, let's see, let's upgrade my sniper rifle. I want this thing to be, I don't know, more accurate. Now, it's kind of a gamble too, but hey, at least they give you some free points, and I can watch another ad video and get more free points. So there you go, I just upgraded my sniper rifle. And shoot, let's compare these two. Shoot, on my free sniper rifle, with the free currency that I get, I made it so that it has more range. And that it's also more accurate, and shoot, it fires faster too than the Mosin. Now, it's true that it does less damage, but like, it shoots faster. And look at all the accessories I put on it too. Versus the Go exclusive here, where you're gonna have to buy that and then buy the accessories for it. Which, there you go, there's the accessories. Some of them cost, actually in this game they all cost cash, which cash is the default currency that you get, so like, you can get accessories for free. Easy. Yeah. Let's go ahead and let's just join one match. And just a refresher on what the graphics and all look like and how the gameplay is. This game it's still pay to win, but it's not as near as bad as Bullet Force. This game is reloading. We'll quit out and we'll find a different match. Alright, here we go. Yeah, as you can see, look at these graphics. They are really, really good. I mean, you look down, they look blurrier if you take notice to them, but like, wasn't playing, so like, just showing off the graphics, get myself killed. Sheesh. But like, this game has good graphics, and there we go, I killed that guy. And I don't know what he had, but yeah. And of course, let's not forget that we can plant weapons. I wish I would have hit that TNT button. Just suicide and kill that guy. Too late for that now. I can have assist though. Just mess with that guy. Wasn't holding my good old. But yeah, as you can see, the time to kill in this game is slower. But I mean, I'm still doing decent with a free weapon. Missed that guy. Oh, this is free for all. Okay. Free for all. Guess I killed the guy. And I got killed by someone else. But yeah, this game has way better graphics. Yeah, people are just running around with assault rifles, so I might as well do the same. Even though mine is shittier, because I spent my money on the sniper rifle. I can out-snipe people with my... There we go. These guys got, a bunch of legendary attachments on there. I don't have as many on mine. And of course, we look at the match and we can see it's mostly level 20s. I mean, we don't have, a whole bunch of level 1s in here. Assist, really? Wow, okay. But alright. There. And I level up. And here we go. I'm one of the top players in this game. This guy has a better weapon, I think. But yeah, as you can see, it's not as bad as Bullet Force is. And of course, you can watch the ad to get double the reward. Kind of want to save up and upgrade my weapon there. My assault rifle is like shittier than other players, but my sniper rifle is freaking good compared to a lot of the other snipers. Of course, buying a cosmetic, you can pick out whatever skin you want, which is also good. In this game, you can buy, that money too. $5 will get you enough money to buy any skin that you want in this game. Any one skin that you want, you can just pick it out and buy it. And the skins in this game, as you can see, none of them are like single tone skins either, with the exception of a few, which this one actually, it's not even single tone, it's got a little bit of other tones to it. But yeah. I kind of like the sand tone one. It looks nice. I like that one too. That one looks pretty good. But yeah, you can buy any skin that you want for your one weapon for $5. You just pick a skin and you don't have to gamble for it. Of course, this game also has its own share of loot boxes, but yeah, whatever. And the stuff that you can get in it, well, yeah, whatever. Now there's a timer on chest, but oh well. Upgrade. This up. Nope, we don't have the upgrade point for that. Okay, whatever. What about my armor? Do I have upgrade points for my armor? Nope, no upgrade points here either. Okay. But there you have it. This game, you can rent guns if you want, so you can have the pay-to-win guns. And you play against players with the same pay-to-win guns. And yeah, it's a little more skill-based than Bullet Forces. You can still pay to win, but it's a lot more tolerable. Yeah, it's a lot better. And just look at the pretty graphics that we can have. That was all the highest settings. And graphics are looking spectacular, like a PC game. And you saw the depth in the details in the game. You can get by with lower res on phones than you can on PCs. So if you stretch this game to a PC, then it wouldn't look like a PC game, but on a phone it looks pretty good. And of course, there's a variety of maps here, and they're all designed pretty well. Yes, you can see players spawn in different areas, so like, there's none of this spawn camping shit that Bullet Force has that gets stale. You may have to move around in order to be able to camp in some spot, which means you can be a little more at risk of getting assaulted by some guy with this assault rifle. Which actually, I think I want to pick that gun up. No? Okay, whatever. But yeah, look at the details. Like, there's letters on the box, and there's icicles sticking off the ceiling. You got fog in the distance that looks like fog instead of like white, like a white filter, that Bullet Force has. It actually looks more like fog. Fog that lingers in some area. Oh, right there with my flare gun. Oops. I hit the fire button. Yeah, my fire button's in a different spot than it is in other games. Well, but there you go. That's one of the maps. It's different types of maps and all. So that's where our hero is comparing it to Bullet Force, and you can see that this game it will treat players much better. in addition to having better graphics and all. I mean, Bullet Force is a really shitty FPS, and people need to quit playing it like yesterday. Maybe the devs can learn a lesson that they are ruining the game. But if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and until next time, peace. Oh wait, and one last thing, well, about the HUD and all that I just like really hate. Look at the sorting of the weapons. Like, you have to manually press through the 30 plus weapons that there are in this game. It's a pain in the ass. Like, goodness, like, they really need to fix this. Or not to mention that, let's not forget you only get 3 loadouts, but the other 3, yeah, other players can't have them unless they buy them. So in that case, I can make specialized loadouts, which is what I do, and yeah. So I got like my Designator Marksman Rifle, my Designator Marksman Rifle with it push on being, more assaulty. This is more snipey. This is my close quarters weapon. This is my long range aggressive sniping. This is my long range sniping. And this is my extreme distance sniping. I mean, I have like a shit ton of snipers all set up to cover that really well. And then I got my short range stuff. I mean, that's that. And also, not to forget, the player camos, like, whenever I've opened up a case, I mean, I have a decent selection of skins. Well, I never get these. I don't have a single damn one of these. And you cannot buy these either. You have to gamble for them. That's that there. And yeah. The HUD, I mean, the menus are just absolutely terrible. And the bugs and all that I showed off in this video, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Like, yeah. Just, this game is just absolute shit. I mean, there's a lot more stuff that I haven't shown you that if I was going to take my time to show it to you, it'd probably be, this video would be, I don't know, maybe a 6-hour video. I mean, this game is pretty fucked up with a whole ton of different bugs that you can have. I mean, there's tons of glitch bots, there's all sorts of problems with this game. I could go show off. I mean, I've known about this game for like over 2 years, so like I know where a bunch of glitch bots are. I don't use them myself too much unless it's like Aftermath, and basically every spot that you can get behind is like head glitchable and all. I mean, it's pretty fucked up. This game is horrible. Don't play it. Don't buy anything. If you do buy anything, well, hopefully you don't get scammed, but you already did get scammed as you're buying a game that's already going to die anyways, so yeah. If you like this video, be sure to click the like button, be sure to hit the notification bell, and subscribe, and peace.